Yo, 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 what's going on, everyone? What up, what up? It's your girl, Miss DJ Hoodie. I'm getting at you guys from work. It is 9 o'clock, and I clock in about 14 minutes. Well, maybe like 10 minutes. I don't know. But today is Saturday, January 17th, 2026. And I am so tired. I overslept. I was supposed to wake up at 7, and then I ended up crashing out. Let's see, I went back to sleep, and then I set my alarm for another 45 minutes, but I kept doing that. I kept oh, you know what, 20 more minutes, and I was like, you know what, I'll just do another 25 minutes. And yeah, I was gonna wake up at 8, but then I'm like, no, I really should get up. So I got up at 7:45, and yeah, I just started doing stuff. I started putting on my makeup, and after I was done with that, then I just immediately got dressed. In the morning times, I'm surprised that I'm not really hungry. Most of the time, I just have half of a bar, a protein or breakfast bar. And so I had half of what I didn't finish yesterday. So I had that, and I feel fine. So today I only have a 4.5-hour shift, and I'm very, very thankful because yesterday I had an 8-hour shift, and I ended up staying 8.5 hours. Oh man, my feet were hurting so bad last night. It was so bad that when I got into my car, and when I extended my foot to press on the gas and the brakes as I was driving, my feet were gonna fucking cramp. So I couldn't really go anywhere. I just stayed in a parking lot. So yeah, that was kind of scary. I remember getting like that when I forget how old I was, but I was quite young, and that was one of my first jobs as a dishwasher. Yo, I could not. I could not. Ooh, getting into my car, and I was driving a truck then, and oh my gosh, I could not get into the truck. And then when I did, I was screaming my fucking ass off. So I jumped back out of the truck, and then I sat on the door of the truck, and I was really trying to not panic. I was trying not to fucking panic. But yeah, and I remember calling my mom, and I was like, my feet fucking hurt. But yeah, it was almost like that, I mean, I've been with this job for a good while. It's a while for me. You know what, I did not notice this. So some guy from corporate came to our store yesterday. He seemed like a cool dude, he wasn't, I don't know, it's almost like he tries to humiliate you, but in a playful, funny way. I mean, I guess teasing, I don't know. I didn't meet him, he just talked to me. It wasn't hi, what's your name? Or, he didn't say anything like that. But he was like, how long have you been with the store? And I said, oh, about a good month. He points at my name tag, and he's like, well, you're not in training anymore. I did not. This is so out of touch I am with my fucking name tag. But yeah, on my name tag, it still says in training. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, yeah, I should probably peel that off, huh? I totally did not know that this name tag said in training. I just didn't. So yeah, I'm peeling the sticker off of my name tag that says in training. I save things like this. I save little things for, a keepsake. So I need to figure out where I'm gonna put this. But yeah, he seemed like a cool dude. Yeah, one of the girls that I work with, she was just like, holy shit. And I'm like, who's that guy? And she's like, he's from corporate. I was like, oh shit. Because I was like, who's this guy? And he was walking around with one of the managers that I don't know, that I just feel really weird about. Like, I don't know what it is about that guy. Like, I can't. Like, I can't. Not because he's the manager, but like, I just feel like I don't know, like, he just has no personality. He has no face expression. He has like a very monotone voice, right? But I see him joking around with other managers, but I'm just like, okay, so you don't really like, you don't want to mash with, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to associate yourself with like the little people. Like, I don't know, it kind of gives that a little bit. I'm not saying that's what it is, but yeah, it's in my opinion, it's kind of like annoying. But anyway, I really do want to get into like where I want the W2 to go. So I was thinking that I will only make these types of come to work with me episodes on really really short work days. That way it's like, you know, like I don't have like too much to edit. Even though like I could just record and like just be like cool with it, right? But like when it comes to editing, I'm like, oh my god, I have like so much to edit. So I'm gonna try really hard to only kick on the mic when I have something to talk about, and when and if the store is not so packed, because I walk around the store talking to myself, and I know people are looking at me like, what the fuck, you know, like you know what? I have to check my schedule. I have to check my schedule today to see what the next week is going to be like. Also, another update. Remember the manager that I don't want to say like she got in my face. Like, she did check me, you know, like she did check me about the phone and stuff. We've said hello to each other, and like she seemed like how I assumed she was, like in the beginning, like really nice and friendly, and you know, complimenting my Christmas hat, and you know, things like that. Like she's just like waving at me, and I'm waving at her, and I'm like, hi, you know, and but there's no like conversation. It's just like she waves at me like she's happy to see me, and I'm just like, okay, I'm kind of getting mixed feelings here. And I was talking to my husband about it, and Rob and I, we tease each other all the time, and one, I think it was yesterday or maybe the night before, like I was just like in one of those moods after I got off work. I was just like, yeah, I'm like in a mood right now, like don't take offense, babe, but like I'm in the mood where it's like, don't talk to me right now. Don't talk to me until after I eat. And he's just like, I'm confused. So, yeah, I was kind of feeling like that, like, okay, like I don't know like what's really going on, you know. But okay, it is 9:11 right now. I'm gonna grab my apron in the back and put on some lip gloss because my lips are dry as fuck right now. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and start work. I really hope that this day goes by super fast, and maybe talking to you guys on the floor, or like if I have something to say, will make time fly for me today. But we're gonna keep it positive. We're gonna do the best that we can. And oh my gosh, yesterday, yes, I had an 8 hour plus shift. I had a horrible time, and maybe in the store I will get into what the hell happened. So I have to tell you. But anyways, thank you guys so much for pressing play. Don't forget to add, rate, comment, subscribe, follow, and share. And I will talk to you guys on the floor. Okay, this is worth recording. I am like fucking up so bad right now. Yeah, I didn't realize I was doing a batch order, which means it's two people. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my shit today. Damn, I'm just really fucked up right now. I think I told you guys that I don't know how to do the computer. And I had to do the computer because I got my customers' orders mixed up. Yeah, ridiculous. Fucking stupid. And I had to ask one of the associates or one of my coworkers, And I feel uncomfortable going to him sometimes. Like, I'm afraid to ask him for help because I feel like he gets fed up with me sometimes. Like, oh, when is she gonna get her shit together, you know? Like, kind of like that. And I mentioned him before. He's the guy that just turned 18. So you can imagine how uncomfortable I feel going to people that I feel like I'm just, yeah, you guys know. So I'm trying to stage, or in what we trying to organize the customer's order and trying not to make it difficult. Yeah, I need a cart. But yeah, I'm not too happy with how I'm doing this morning. Did it run out of, I feel like it ran out. Like, I feel like there's some that I'm missing. Yeah, I'm not happy right now. I don't like not doing a good job. Just not happy, you guys. Fuck. I don't know. I mixed up the orders. See, like, I feel like even this editing is gonna be bullshit. I'm so upset. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put you guys on hold because one of the associates is coming and it's gonna be a lot of dead air. Yo, I'm back. So I actually took a smaller order. I took an order that had like 16 items, and I'm just going through it. There was one that was like 33 items, and then there was one that was like, I don't know, like maybe like 40 items.
Baby back ribs.
Baby back ribs?
Yeah.
They would be over here. Don't fucking ask me about shit right now. I'm sorry. Yeah, he's not too concerned with getting it. He just saw me passing by and was like, hey, where's this? Yeah, so anyway. Yeah, I'm wondering if I should snack these potatoes because they are 88 cents each for a 5-pound bag. So yeah, the only thing I have left is an onion that has to be weighed, green beans that has to be weighed, and what is this? Fresh cut salsa mango in a 10-ounce container. So let me go snag those really quick, and then I'll be able to stage. But yeah, I wasn't about to take those other ones because it stresses me the hell out. So BRB. Yo, so I just got done staging, I think. And that was a very easy shop, thank goodness. Yeah, I'm pretty hungry. I don't even know if I should take my break because I don't want no one getting after me like, oh, she only did like 2 shops and like 1 pickup. Let's see what time it is. I think it's like 10:50. Yeah, 10:50. Maybe at 11:45, I'll go on my break. Let me just set an alarm here. And they're always telling me like, oh, you know what? You can eat in the dog room. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. So in 54 minutes, I'm going to go on my break. Let's see, 25 items. Yeah, I can do that. I hope it takes the full hour. Well, no, if I did like maybe like a 35 order, then probably. So okay, so this customer wants chicken broth, vegetables in a can, beans in a can, beef gravy, water, broccoli, frozen broccoli, sour cream, cheeses, white wine, butterflake rolls from the bakery. Oh my gosh, boneless, skinless chicken.
I just got a question for you.
Yes.
Hi, they didn't send me a code. I got home and it was on my email saying it was ready, but there's no code.
Oh dear. Okay. What's your name?
Dawn. And then I tried to call and I don't have a pickup code, so I just entered something to see what would happen. Then I pressed 0. Then I got a voicemail is full. I'm like,
I'll snag your order and then see how we can get around it.
okay.
Okay.
Thanks. Yeah, because I have my email,
Yeah.
but that's it.
Oh, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out.
Okay, I'm in spot 6.
Oh, you're in 6. You want me to bring it out to you?
Yeah.
Okay, so I gotta take it over to her car. Meryl's is here. I think I shopped her order. Okay, so she's right here. She could have taken her groceries with her. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be like that, but damn, like, you're just right here. Starting to feel it. Starting to feel it. I don't have the code. Oh, sometimes I just don't be believing what they say. Why are you lying? Question. A lady came in and she said that she's parked out there, but she said she didn't have the code. How would I get around that if she doesn't have it?
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
You know where the other code is for this one?
What?
For the other sticker?
The other sticker?
2 stickers I gotta scan.
Oh, I had to put one of them in the freezer because I forgot to. Remember how I got them mixed up? This one.
Okay.
Yeah. And I put a note on the chilled one to go to that one. Yeah, sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Thanks, Jonathan.
It makes it really confusing for us.
Yeah, that's why I put a note on there. Were you able to scan all the stickers?
Yes, thank you so much.
Yes. Be safe out there. Thanks.
Okay, now I just
You know what? We already got it for you.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's okay. Where would you like it?
in the back.
Way in the back? Okay. Okay. All right, you're all set. Have a good day. Can I say something that makes me really happy? I love seeing these old men buying flowers for their ladies. Fucking love it. Oh, we got a receipt. I'm gonna scan this. My kids love receipts. I'm doing your order. What do you mean?
I placed it on order.
Oh, okay. I will try not to let you down.
Pressure's on.
Yeah, yesterday I shopped for Sierra's grandmother, and yeah, she's like, be sure to get this and that. I'm like, yes, ma'am. So I guess the order that I read off to you guys was Kim's order. So I'm going to try to get it done in a sufficient time. And I don't want to let her down. So, okay. Is there any like waters? Yeah, we got one water. I said okay. I think I know where all of these things are. So, all right, let's get to going. Yo, you guys, I am going to take my break. It is about 11:53 right now. So, I got like another hour and a half or something. So, I'm quite happy about that, quite relieved. Right now, I'm going to call my husband, see what he's up to. I'm gonna have a protein bar because remember, I was quite hungry. I had like a few good experiences, and I'm gonna try to mention what they were. There was a guy that was looking for simply potatoes, so I kind of want to document that. And then there was 2 customers that were looking for hominy, and I was correct about where it was. And the person that I thought was like fed up with me or whatever, so I actually I gotta talk about that one. So but it was nice. And then I shopped for one of my co-workers. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take my break. I'm gonna call my husband and then I'll get back to you guys. Hang tight. I guarantee you probably tomorrow I'm going to get scolded because I worked a little over an hour more than what I was supposed to. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a cow about that. But I was in the middle of a fucking batch order and I kept doing handoffs because I wasn't sure if anyone was snagging them or not. So I don't know. I feel like I'm always in fear if I'm gonna get in trouble or not. So I don't know. But the time right now is 2:30, almost 2:40. So yeah, I know I'm gonna get something said to me. Yeah, but whatever. I was just doing my job, so might as well talk on the way, right? My poor husband, he did a cast. Is he doing a cast right now? Is he? No, he did one about an hour ago. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a call because I don't want him to worry, but I will pick you guys back up after I talk with him, after I have something to eat because I'm really, really hungry. So yeah, I'll get back at you guys in a little bit. Oh my gosh, you guys. Guess fucking what? Your girl got sick. Man. After I ate after getting home, it fucking literally hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, it just happened. Like, it is so weird. But anyways, I can only think of 2 things that happened that got me sick. One is I put on a face mask that was in my glove compartment and it wasn't wrapped in plastic. So I think I was breathing in and inhaling all the fucking dust from my fucking glove compartment for 4.5 fucking hours at work. Second, I was trying to get a I don't know what the fuck it was. I think it was like a whole ass frozen turkey or something, and we didn't have any on the floor. So I went to the butcher and asked her about it, and she took me into, like, okay, there's like the refrigerated section, right, for like the milks and the creamers and stuff, the dairy stuff, which I have gone into many times. But she took me to the fucking freezer. Like, it was not refrigerated, it was a freezer. And I was so fucking cold. I was so cold. It started to feel like pins and needles. Like, it hurt being in there. And she's just in there, like, talking to me, like, all casual and shit. Like, like the freezing cold was not bothering her. I mean, she's a butcher, so they're like in the cold all the time. I'm guessing that those are the two things of why I'm sick right now. Oh my gosh. So I'm like blowing my nose. My nose is runny. It's kind of getting stuffy. My throat fucking hurts. I'm surprised that I can talk to you guys right now, because like half an hour ago I could not talk. Like, it is so weird. I couldn't talk. It felt like the more that I talked, I was gonna like cough up a fucking storm, right? So I'm so thankful for my parents. Like, my parents are my heroes. They they went to go pick up groceries at my store. We get like a case of water for free. We get ice cream for free, and we get like a seasoned pork loin for free, and some other things that I purchased. And from there, they're gonna go to Walgreens and get me some cough drops that will numb the fuck out of my throat, which I fucking need right now. They're gonna get me some either Mucinex or something like that to to just help, and some other feminine things that I need. This fucking sucks. I work tomorrow. I have fuck. I feel like I'm talking too much. You see, this is what was happening to me earlier. Like, I'm straining my throat just by talking. Hold on. I had to like cough up some massive mucus. I guess when mucus builds up as I'm talking, it makes my throat feel like that. So that's good to know. I just got a text message that oh shit, I put you guys down. I'm sorry. I thought you guys were clipped to my shirt. What was I gonna say? Oh, I got a text message from my job saying that my parents picked up the stuff, and I hope one of the girls that I really want my parents to meet, I hope she went out and gave them my stuff. Either that, or like one of my coworkers that had already met my parents. Oh man, this fucking sucks. I'm so upset with myself right now. If it were because of the freezer, I would kind of get that, but I fucking knew better when I took out the mask, because I was like, oh, this wasn't even in a plastic, film. That was a dumbass fucking move, honestly. And I'm the only one in my department that wears a mask, and I'm the first one to get sick, right? So fucked up. I hope I can do my 6-hour shift tomorrow. Yeah. And then after that, then I'm off for 2 days, so I'll be able to be laid up and chilled and things like that. Still fucking sucks. But you know what? This doesn't feel like a cold. This feels like, because I'm a woodworker, and most of the time I will woodwork without wearing a mask. And when you breathe in sawdust, like, the inside of your face hurts like this. So I'm guessing it is a dust. I don't think this is from the freezer, to be honest. I was probably in the freezer with that woman for like maybe 3 minutes. 3 long minutes. um Trying to look for that fucking turkey. I don't think it was that. I think it was the dust. So I'm just gonna rest. I'm gonna drink as much water as I can. I actually bought like chicken broth from my job. Yeah, because I need to. If I'm not gonna be able to eat, like, then yeah, I gotta have something. So I got me some chicken broth and things. So, oh man, this is fucking. So you guys don't even know how upset I am right now. But yeah. So should we talk about like what I was wanting to talk to you guys about from work? I think I mentioned. I think I told you guys about the guy that I kind of get uncomfortable around. The guy that I want to say the kid, but like I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like he's pretty much a man, okay? Like he's really tall, you know. But yeah, we got into a weird conversation. One of my I guess she's a coworker, but she works in a floral department. She told me, "Oh, hold on. I swear, whatever is happening to me is really fucked up. My parents called, and I was coughing so bad that I nearly threw up. So, let me try to finish this right away. She was talking about how she went to Hobby Lobby and spent like 60 something dollars, and how she felt great about it. She didn't have any regrets because like all her bills were paid, which is really really great for her. I'm happy for her. And the guy, he was like, I don't know, like I think they were talking about it, like, but me and her were laughing about like how we were trying to justify our addictions, and she's just like, yeah, I'd rather spend it on Hobby Lobby than to like, I'm not buying crack or anything. So the dude kind of like stepped in and said whatever he said. I don't recall, but me and him were in the Doug room, and like for some reason he started well, we were talking about no, I think I brought up like liquor. Like I brought up alcohol, and then he brought up marijuana, and he was like, "Isn't it like legal?" He's like, "Is it legal or illegal?" And I said, "It's legal. You can get it." I said, "But we're like talking about others, like things along that. I don't know. I guess I just expected a kid his age to like know things about it. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't like smoke or anything, which is great. Which is good because most kids, they want to act like they're addicted to it. Like smoking it for recreational purposes, which I don't support. And I guess it's good that he doesn't know anything about it, because he was just like, oh, is it legal or illegal? But I think that was kind of almost like an icebreaker, because I'm pretty sure he's very like, maybe he's still a little standoffish to me. And let me tell you, I fucked up somebody's order today. Like I had two batch orders, and if you guys don't remember, or if you don't know, a batch order is shopping and preparing two customers' orders at the same time. When I took that batch, the first batch order, I had no idea that it was a batch order. And when I went to print the stickers for each bag, it brought me to like the second customer, and I was like, oh fuck, I don't even, and you guys know that I don't fuck with the computer, and nobody was in there, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just fucking try it. So I logged in, I found my name, and then it said that whatever order I was doing was in progress. So I saw what I was doing, but I was like, I don't know where to find the order number, because each customer has their own order number, obviously. And I was like, I don't think I want to fuck with this. Like, I kind of got scared. As soon as I was going to page the guy, he comes walking in, and I was like, oh, hey, I was going to page you. And he's like, why, what's up? And so I told him the situation, and he pulled it up for me, and I was watching him carefully, like, like where to click and things like that. And he was like, yeah, he's like, just, pull your cart in here and then just, start, go down the list and start separating stuff and you'll be all good. And I was like, all right, cool. Thanks a lot, and yeah, so like he really like helped me out, but that was a conversation that we had before we started talking about justifying our our addictions. So I was really happy that we had that conversation, right? But I still don't have anything in common with this guy. Um, and for me, it's not like the age gap or anything like that. I just think that he's just one of those guys that have like really high energy. They're just in and out of the room, like they're just zoned in and focused in on what they're doing. And not only that, this kid does his work with earbuds in, so he's listening to music. So maybe I shouldn't take it like personal or whatever, but like sometimes I just can't help that, like oh no, like she's messing up again, and like when is she gonna get it together? Like, I kind of feel like he gives off that kind of energy, or maybe it's just me. Like maybe I'm just like, oh man, like here you go fucking up again. Here you go, gotta ask them for help again. Don't want to bother them. Like don't want to come off like I'm just like an airhead, like, because you guys know that I'm very hard on myself if I don't do a good job. I just want to be the best, right? Dude, when they get home, I'm going to tear up those fucking cough drops because I know I'm not coughing as I'm talking, but like, yeah, like it just, it just happened. Excuse me, my voice cracked. Yeah, and I'm going to be running out of fucking tissue really, really fast. I should have told them to get tissue, but maybe I'll grab some when I'm at work tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be able to work tomorrow. So, yeah, that happened. And then, I'm really sorry, you guys. Protect you guys from me. I do not want to pass on my sicknesses to you guys, so just protect yourself. Um, let's see what the fuck else happened. Oh yeah, there was an incident with the second batch order that I did. This It seems like I'll never forget their names. The first one was her name was Tess or Tessa, and the other one, customer number 2 was Morgan. Tess ordered like a bunch of shit, while Morgan ordered like a shit ton of meat. Like I'm talking like steak, chicken, pork, like a whole bunch of shit. I got the chickens mixed up and I just didn't see like a difference because there's like boneless, skinless chicken breasts, and then that, like, the first one will have like one code, and then the other one, boneless, skinless chicken breast, but like a different number. So I was like, isn't it the same? So I went back to the butcher that took me into the freezer for the turkeys. um it was, I don't know, I felt like she was like getting upset with me too, because I kept going back to her and she's like, I just gave it to you. And I said, yeah. I said, but it's asking for like another one. So she'll ring up another one and she'll weigh it and put a sticker on it and I scan it. And another thing too is that some of it didn't even scan. So I was like, what the fuck? I was supposed to be clocked out by that time and I ended up staying at the fucking butcher for like 45 minutes. So I worked a little over an hour from when I was supposed to clock out, and I'm pretty sure that's a red flag for my boss and the company. So I'm probably gonna hear about it tomorrow. I don't know. I'm gonna be too fucking sick to give a fuck, to be honest. But I will remain respectful. But that was a fucking time. But like I tried my hardest to like remember what side or what somebody ordered. It was just very like tedious. Just a complete waste of my fucking time, to be honest. Like I do not like batch orders. I prefer like little teeny tiny orders, like maybe 20 items for one person. And I really tried to do a good job today because yesterday my boss pulled me aside and she was like, like you got to start getting your numbers up, like how many items you're scanning, how many, like like handoffs and, you know, things like that. So I was really trying to like do that today. But it was that order that really, like the first batch order, it was my fault. Like I did get it mixed up. I didn't double check that it was two orders at the same time. I probably would have been a lot more mindful if I known that, but I just seen how many items it was and I was like, oh yeah, I can do that. And then I mashed it without realizing that it was for two people. The second one, it was like minimum orders. Like I knew it was a batch order, but it was like little stuff. So I was like, okay, yeah, that's cool. But then it fucking turned out to be a shit ton of meats. And I was like, fuck. And like another thing that fucking happened too was a person ordered like 5 bottles of one type of wine. So I went through all the fucking trouble to like get that wine. And they ended up only buying the one when the device said that they ordered 5. So I'm just like, because I was walking in and out of the dug room and I seen like all that wine sitting there in the box that I had to put together and shit, and they just only made off with one. So I was like, oh my gosh, they didn't even fucking take it. So just dumb, you know, like just dumb shit. But yeah, I'm quite happy that I knew where the majority of the things that people were asking me were at. Like somebody was asking me where the hominy was. It was first a man and he was like in the aisle that I was and he was like, where's a hominy at? And I was like, oh, I think it's like right around here. So we just went one aisle over and then along the bottom there was hominy. So he was like, oh, okay, cool. And then I went back to the previous aisle and then there was a lady, she was like, where's a hominy at? And I was like, oh, I just showed this other gentleman and I told her what it was and she was just like, oh my gosh, thank you. So that made me feel really, really good. What else happened? Yeah, there was this guy, he comes up to me and he was like, can you tell me where the Simply potatoes are? And I was like, what is that? And so I asked somebody in the deli and he was like, I have no idea. Maybe check produce. And I asked the guy, I said, did you check produce? And he said, yeah, I was just over there. I searched it on my cell phone and it said aisle 2. And I was like, aisle 2 is just, you know, like dairy, like, you know, like butter and cottage cheese, cream cheese, sliced cheese, shredded cheese, like, you know, and I'm like, I don't think it would be there. So I had this guy chasing after me in aisle 3 and aisle 4. And then we made it around back to aisle 2. And I was like, I don't think it'll be there. Motherfucker, I looked up when we got into aisle 2. I fucking looked up to my left and I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And then I pointed at it and he was like, oh my gosh. I said, look at all what's here though. I said, it's nothing but dairy. And then you got these shredded hash browns. And I love shredded hash browns. I fucking love it. And he told me that he was gonna make hash brown pancakes and he was telling me the recipe and everything. Excuse me, I need a cough. Hey, you guys, I am back. A couple hours went by and I took some Mucinex. I took a cough drop and it was nice. I got hungry and I made myself a very, very big pork chop and some potato salad and it was so good. The time right now is 9:30 exactly and I'm in my room and I'm working on the cardigan. Yeah, I'm taking off some rows on the sleeves. But yeah, I'm going to save that for the Audie's Art Struggles podcast. So if you guys want to know a little bit more about that, yeah, wait for the next episode. I just dropped an episode on there the other day and yeah, you guys check it out. I had left off telling you guys about the guy that was looking for the Simply potatoes and yeah, he was showing me the recipe and he was like, yeah, all you gotta do is just search it, hash brown pancakes. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. And like, yo, like he got me wanting breakfast. Like, yeah, we were talking about, dang, this would be good with some white country gravy. And he was like, yeah, you know, so we were just kind of hyping each other up about it. Yeah, that batch order kind of took me out. And another thing that happened today was one of my coworkers, she actually put in an order that I had to shop for. I didn't know it was her. And she was like, yeah, you're shopping my order. And I was like, oh shit. So I was like, okay, I'll try to, I'll try to do a good job. And yeah, I don't know. Like, I gotta quit taking things so personal. Like, I don't know. I hate the fact that, like, sometimes when, like, I'm working with people or, like, I just think that everybody's my friend. I don't know why I think that way. I just do. And, like, I'm always happy to see them. And, like, when I express that I'm happy to see them, like, I just don't feel like I get that in return. Um, like, they're just like, oh, hey, what's up? Like, me, I'm like, hi, how are you? Like, yeah, I've always been like that, but I don't get that same energy or like vibes, like everybody's all on vibes. Yeah, I don't get that. Like, I don't get that in return. And sometimes, like, when I start to feel bad about it, I'm just like, you know what? You need to quit, like, showing up for people in that way. Like, if they're not giving that shit back to you, then, maybe you just, knock it off. I try not to take it personal. Like, I'm just like, yeah, like, I mean, it's so stupid to make excuses for people. Like, yeah, like, they're just here for a couple of hours. Like, they just want to make a check and then dip. And sometimes I'm like asking myself, like, maybe that's what I got to do. Sometimes I do, like, when I start to, like, stress out about batch orders or, fucking up the staging process, like, or like handoffs. Man, yesterday I got so discouraged. I wasn't even gonna talk about it, but like, it got to the point where, like, I was almost gonna fucking cry. I had like I think it was like a 80 plus item order, and I wasn't sure if I should have taken it, but I was like, you know what? I need to improve, because I had just talked to my boss and she was saying, like, yeah, you gotta just step it up just a little bit if you can, like, yeah, like, you're still learning and stuff, but, I have confidence that, you're improving. So after that talk, I kind of felt like I had to prove something that day. And I ended up fucking myself, actually, because these orders are supposed to be done at a certain time and time for when the customer is gonna pick it up. And I was coming up on like 20 minutes, and I probably had like 15, maybe like 10 to like 12 items to go within like 20 minutes. And it was like a shit ton of produce too. And some produce items have to be weighed. And yeah, like, my cart was extremely full, and it was almost like I had no room to put it anywhere. So that was stressing me out. And my boss was telling me, like, yeah, you need to learn to bag the items as you go. Oh my God, I'm just dropping my yarn everywhere. Okay, so I'm not about to get out of this bed to go fetch it underneath my bed. Yeah, and the more that I'm relaxed right now, like, I'm feeling like I'm gonna go to bed pretty soon. But I want to talk to my husband. So, oh my gosh, what am I doing? Maybe I'll just wind it up on this end. One of my coworkers, she was like, how are you doing? And I'm just like, I'm like really, really behind. And she's like, yeah, she's like, that's why I came over here to see what I can help you with. So I was really, really thankful. But at the same time, I felt like, yeah, they're really like watching me. I'm pretty sure that maybe my boss, I mean, I don't really know, but like, I feel like maybe my boss reached out to her and was like, hey, like, can you check on Audie, see if she's good, if she needs anything or if she needs some help? She was like, yeah, the customer, well, it's supposed to be handed off at this certain time. So, that's why I came over here to see what I can help you with. So she ended up taking a photo of my list, and then she was like, take the first half of the list and do the things that are already packaged, watermelon slices that are already in containers, and salad kits, and, that are already in plastic bags, while she's going to fetch like loose items like bananas and, peppers and things like that. So those are like loose items. So I was like, all right, fine. And like, I was just stressed the hell out, dude. Like, I was just like, I was fed up. It was to the point where I started like slamming shit. Like, I just didn't give a fuck about this person's order anymore. I wanted so badly to like crush her fucking tortilla and potato chips. Like, I was so upset with this lady, and I've never like met her. She's just a customer. Yeah, like while I was doing that order, like I was doing handoffs and I was trying to help people that were like walking up to me asking me where things were, and just a whole bunch of shit. Like, I felt like I was getting disturbed, and I couldn't really focus on the order. So I'm kind of wondering if now, like, if I take like a 50 item plus shop order, like, I'm wondering if I should tell them like, hey, like, I won't be able to come to a handoff or anything because I got like this 50 item, but I don't want them to be like, oh, well, you can do both. Like, just try your best and just come when you can. Like, and I feel like that's going to make me not just upset, but like it's going to stress me out even more. And I'm just going to get like discouraged and, all of that. So even getting on the computer to fix the mix up that I did was stressful in itself. And that probably only took like 3 to 5 minutes. Not even that, maybe like 3 minutes. It's just stressful. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, it's just fucking stressful. I do love my job. It's a very simple task, but like when people want like 50 seasonings, right? Like little things, like little bottles of seasonings or, vanilla extracts, like they're all very, very small items, or like the what do they call it? Like the flavor thing, like squeeze bottles, like they're just the little ones that you like squeeze into your drink, like just like a million of those. And like people, like they don't want to substitute anything, and like they could want like 50 of them, and if they don't have one, they're just like, well, do they have this, do they have that? And it's just like, if it's not in the system, like if you didn't put a substitution, I'm not getting it, because I'm already having to go walk all over the store just to get a ladder to find your one little fucking item on the very, very top shelf. And I'm doing all of this shit to find that is not even on the top shelf, that we don't even have it. People, they're just very unappreciative. Like, they start bossing you around in the chat because it's like you're texting the customer on the device. So things like that, like it makes me just like, you know what, I don't even want to shop your order anymore. Like, you just want to hand it off to somebody else to deal with. And I'm trying not to get like that. Like, hey, like, I'm really fed up with this order. Can you like take it over for me? Like, I don't want to fucking do that. Like, I just barely started. I mean, I could understand if I was like 5 years into it and like, hey, like, I need a break right now. Like, this person is really like getting under my skin. But I was talking to one of my coworkers today, and she was saying like, yeah, she was like, I got to the point where I was screaming. And I was like, what? No way. And she was like, yeah, like I was screaming and I was crying and I was like on the floor, like in the middle of the store. And she was like, yeah, she was like, I fucking lost it. And I don't know, at that point, I was like, I don't want to get to that point, where I'm just like, yeah, like there's times where I feel like I want to shove people aside because like they look over their shoulder, right? As they're pushing their cart, they look over their shoulder and then they see you in their peripheral vision, and they just, I don't know what comes over them, but then they start to like slow down, walk really slow, and there's like literally like nothing to look at. Like it's not an aisle. It's just like a big ass wide, area, and they're like in the dead center right in front of you. And like when you try to turn your cart to the left or to the right to go around them, they just happen to merge their cart that way. And then when you're trying to go on the other side, then they merge on that side, and then they just like stop, and then they're still looking over their shoulder. You can see them, like you can see their fucking eyeballs, like, like they see you. And it's like, dude, if you don't fucking get the fuck out of my way. There was a lady that did that today, and I was trying to make my way around her, and she stopped too sudden, and then I ended up brushing my arm up against her back, and she was like, oh my gosh. And I was just like, right behind you. Like, I didn't apologize or nothing, because she knew, I knew what the fuck she was doing, and she fucking knew what she was doing as well. So just, yeah, like, I thought shit was bad on the road. It's fucking bad in the store with people and their shopping carts. And there's this guy too, like, I feel like he picks on me when he comes into the store. He goes on with a motorized cart, and he has his long ass fucking crutches, and I don't understand why he doesn't, like, how you can extend the crutches. He doesn't minimize the crutches. He leaves them full length, and he throws them in his cart, and it's damn near hitting people in the face when he's driving by them and people are walking by. And this guy, like, he sees me coming with my cart, and he tries to beat my cart, and he tries to, like, cut me off. And then, of course, when he's speeding up, right? But when he gets in front of me, he, like, slows down, and then he looks off the other way as if he doesn't realize that he's cutting me off. And it's just like, dude, I'm going to take your crutches away. You try to hit me with one of those things hanging out of your cart, like, shit. Yeah, it's so stupid, like, how these people act. But I didn't want to ask my coworker, like, what tipped her over the edge to do that, like, to, lose her shit. I love her so much. Yeah, like, I wouldn't want anyone to pick on her. Like, that would make me say some shit to somebody. But of course, I don't want to, like, lose my job or get written up or anything like that. So yeah, today was pretty weird. I actually, well, like I said, I finished my shift. Like, I spent, like, in another extra hour and some minutes, and like I said, I'm probably gonna get spoken to about that. But I'm gonna be like, yo, I was on a batch fucking order, and I told you before that I don't do well with batch orders, and I'm not entirely trained on the computer. Like, I'm still, like, new to everything. But I don't know, I just hope that they don't count those things against me too much. It's just getting used to things. So I don't know, I don't want to make excuses, but it is the truth. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here. Thank you guys so much for listening. I'm really fucking hot in my sweater, and I'm probably gonna take another cough drop, and I'm gonna talk to my husband. Well, I'm gonna ask him when he's gonna give me a call so that I can take my cough medicine or whatever, so that I can, like, start winding down. I didn't get any, like, PM, so it's not gonna knock me out, but it is gonna make me relax, because my dad's like, you need to relax, like, stop crocheting, just rest. You don't have anything to do, just relax and focus on getting better. So I'm gonna listen to my pops and just relax, probably watch some YouTube or something. But yeah, I'm not gonna crochet. I'm, like, really getting tired, like, as I'm relaxing and stuff. So but I took off the sleeves on the cardigan, and I used my mom as a mannequin earlier. I have a mannequin, but my mannequin doesn't have arms, and I wanted to see the length when my mom stretched her arms out, to see how the sleeves were hanging, and it was too long. So I'm like, okay, I'll just take the sleeves off, and then maybe I'll put, like, a little ass cuff on it. But the cuffs are gonna be, well, the arm of the sleeves, it's gonna be incredibly chunky, but I don't know, I hope it comes out all right, because on my other cardigan that I have yet to finish, I worked up the cuff in a different way, and it kind of looks good, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure people are gonna be like, what kind of cuff is this? So I might actually redo that cuff. And there's another pattern that I found to work up another, like a more tighter stitch for the cuff. So I think I'm gonna try to do that. But anyway, I know you guys have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. But again, thank you guys so much for pressing play. Don't forget to add, rate, comment, subscribe, follow, and share. Wish me good health, and I wish you guys good health. And I will talk to you guys in the next What It Do at Audie's W2. Peace.